into the draft, the Do You Even Scope. Okay, no, the Do You Even Scope are on the right side with the red, and the speedrunners, of course, are on the blue side with Morpheus. And if you guys have seen Matrix, then you know how strong is Morpheus. And if you didn't see Matrix, you should stop whatever you're doing now, even watching me. I mean, even breathing, and you should start and watch Matrix. I mean, this will change your whole life forever. So, Maev removed by the Do You Even Scope, of course, strong pick. On Tours of Doom, you might want to pick something like Tyrael, but not remove him. I mean, if he's not worth removing, you want to remove, yeah, of course, something like Greyman or Genji. This could be a first pick. Okay, this is a first pick. Tracer, really ballsy for the Do You Even Scope, bro. A high confidence into their Tracer pick. And they go, of course, for Tyrael and Malfurion. Tyrael with the Holy Ground on this map is just way too strong, and the Sanctification, of course. And Malfurion, we don't have even to talk about him. I mean, it's just probably the best support at the moment. The Twilight Dream is just way too strong. Even against something like Tracer, could silence her when she's in the melee trying to harass them. So, yeah. The Do You Even Scope have the possibility, though, to take something like ETC and, of course, yeah. I was just, okay, you guys are reading my mind. GG, ETC, and Blaze. They could remove something like, I don't know. They have their solo laner, which would be Blaze. They could. The DoYouEvenScopeBro should probably go for something with a healer, with a cleanse. They probably should go for something like Rhaegar, but is he worth banning? I don't know. Rhaegar is pretty strong in this map because of the comp, the high importance of the comps. Rhaegar can do really easily these bruiser comps, but is he worth banning? I don't know, though they worth a ban. We'll see what they decide, but they choose to remove Uther. Of course, the Divine Shield onto Tracer could be annoying to them. And now that you have Tracer, the speedrunners won't go for something like Chromie, in my opinion. I mean, you don't want to pick Chromie when you are facing a Tracer, even if you have Tyrael Sanctification to help you. I don't know. That will be quite a difficulty for them. Okay, they decide to remove Arthas because Arthas could be really annoying for Blaze and ETC once they have slided both of them. You are in the melee. Once you power slide with ETC, you are in the melee, and if you are rooted or slowed by Arthas, you just dead. You're just dead. So, and they choose to go for Gul'dan and Tikus, of course. Tikus tank destroyer. You have two strong tanks in the side of Do You Even Scope. So you want to take someone that can destroy both of them. And Tikus can do that. I mean, he's a tank killer, right? So you really are not scared of Blaze nor ETC when you have Tikus on your side. And in addition, Gul'dan will provide some really important fear because ETC and Blaze will not have the range to hit Gul'dan. I mean, they should not have, unless Gul'dan makes mispositioning, but normally they should not be able to hit Gul'dan So this is going to be a trouble for them. Ticus has a short range, so ETC and Blaze should be able to hit him, but that's where Tyrell enters, and sanctification to save Ticus. But they choose to go for Lucio and Liming. Of course, Liming really strong in this map to stop the channeling of the objective. And Lucio overall, high mobility character that can provide a lot of movement speed for Tracer to finish off kill onto Gul'dan or Ticus. So even for the tanks, I mean, ETC and Blaze both have a slide, but both lack some mobility. That's where Lucio enters and helps them. The Haka, of course, global. You always like to have a global character on your team in Towers of Doom. This is going to be really important for them. But I don't know. The DoYouEvenScopeBro seem to have a lot of kill dependence there. If you don't have any reset for Liming, you could lack a bit in damage, because Tyrell's Morpheus will be played with a sanctification. And Tracer and Liming are burst characters, so I don't know. We'll see how that turns out for them, for the two teams. So we have SpeedRunners on the blue side with Malfurion, Ticus, Gul'dan, the Haka, and Tyrell. And on the red side we have the DoYouEvenScopeBro with Lucio, Blaze, Tracer, ETC, and Liming. This is going, guys, to be a wonderful game. Wonderful game. Really, you shouldn't move at all and just try and relax, because this is going to be intense. This game, this map is so stressful. The rotations are very important on this one. I love this skin, by the way, of Tyrell, of course. Who doesn't? The Haka already taking some damage. Nice power slide from ETC, but they have to be careful though. Erwin with his Ticus is there. They try to cut the rotation, but they have to be really careful now. Erwin is just waiting for ETC to power slide in, and he'll just gatling his face. Nani? Thank you, Shazi44, for the follow. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Oh, ETC has to be careful now. He's really extended from his teammates. But put some damage onto Malfurion. So, the siege camp has been taken by the speedrunners. Well played. They have the higher damage onto siege camp, so they should be able to. Oh, but now Ticus, nice dodge, barely dodged now by Ticus. That was really close for him. Now they have to destroy that camp before it comes to their turret. Oh, but now ETC is in trouble. Power sliding in, taking some damage from Ticus. Hi there, Chosi. How are you, mate? Fanboy of speedrunners, I guess. Nicely done by the speedrunners. They have a half of level advantage now, thanks to that siege camp that destroyed one turret and a wall of the DoYouEvenScopeBro bot lane. I was really well played by them, but now they have to defend as well. They will have to defend that siege camp. Okay, Diet is taking that. Oh, but Gul'dan has to be careful. Will... Okay, he does not. Nice shield. Oh, but Gul'dan gets destroyed by Tracer as he gives up the first blood for the Do You Even Scope. Zubazi has a really aggressive Tracer, and that works really well. Really well played by the Do You Even Scope. Now Morpheus is trying to deny as much as he can that bot lane. They are 3v3, so now the speedrunners should focus onto the top lane, but Gul'dan has to be careful. He just can't do anything against Tracer. Oh, but the mix, will he drag him, but just failed. Okay, so the speedrunners have rotated. Oh, and now Tyrell has to be careful. The bomb onto Trace, onto Tracer, onto Morpheus, and he will die on the hands of Tracer. That was really well played by Tracer. Really aggressive plays. I love it. Oh, but now the speedrunners are in trouble as well. Root onto Lucio, but will the drag connect onto someone? No, Zemix has to fall back. Oh, he'll lose so much experience onto the top lane. Nice grenade onto Tracer, and now the rotations keeps on going for the mid lane and the top lane by their solo laner ETC onto Ticus, but nice cleanse. Ticus is taking so much damage from Tracer, but she does as well, so she has to back off unless she wants to die. And now the speedrunners are on the chase and the DoYouEvenScope on the run. They have to be careful though, because Ticus is so extended from his teammates. Oh, nice route onto ETC. Didn't have the range of the power slide to hit Ticus there and take a pick. The autos will be active in 10 seconds on the top lane. And now the speedrunners have tried and pushed the mid lane to give them some space and take that objective. Morpheus. Oh, Zemix has to be careful though. Okay, so they are just trading altars onto the top lane. Pretty even in experience. I mean, these guys are... Oh, but Tracer there got some damage, but she has to be careful. Okay, Tyrell was just playing with them. Ticus has to be careful though. One power slide from ETC and he could be dead. Oh. Gul'dan is doing so much damage onto ETC and overall onto any members of DoYouEvenScopeBro. Oh, but now the hacker has to be careful now. Will he be able to escape? He's been stoned by every member of the DoYouEvenScope, but does not die. Nicely done by him. He straight saved his life there. Almost being killed by Lemmings Disintegrate. But now the speedrunners have decided to take that bot lane, and they did it. Dead even in experience, both of them. Oh, Morpheus has to be careful. Nice turn from Blaze. Will they be able to take him out? Now ETC. No, they cannot. Dehaka. Oh, missed the drag barely onto ETC. Ticus has to be careful now. Odin has been popped by Ticus, but a pause. Lag. Okay, just in the middle of the fight. That's unfortunate for you guy. Okay, so Gul'dan and Ticus are doing most of the damage on the speedrunner's side, while on the DoYouEvenScope it's Tracer that does much of the damage. And as you can see, the biggest damage dealer, hero damage dealer, is Tracer, more than Gul'dan, more than Ticus. So it shows you guys how strong is Zubazi with his Tracer. Okay, paused still. Two kills on the side of DoYouEvenScope, and the 2 kills were done by Tracer, so they have to be really careful of Zubazi. Apparently Morpheus is ready, so is the DoYouEvenScope. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, guys. Oh, nice power slide from ETC, nice bunker, the mosh pit, but oh, Gul'dan is doing so much damage, and the sanctification helps them survive. Oh, nice drag onto Blaze as he falls, and now everybody on the side of DoYouEvenScope is on the run. The Haka will not be able to drag Tracer in, but the speedrunners have secured their kill. Oh, nice boom onto Lucio, but the drag barely missed from Zermix. That was really well played by the speedrunners. They had the possibility to take that fight thanks to that sanctification, who provides so much help, so much support. But now they have to be careful. The route onto ETC. Morpheus is really low. All disintegrates from Liming, but now Tracer is getting Malfurion, and Gul'dan is dying too. Ticus trying to do some damage, but he is cut in half by Blaze, and now the Haka comes. Tyrael kills Lucio with his final explosion. Nice turn from Blaze onto Ticus, but now Hawk has to run. Erzemix will try and flank him with the drag, but Irvin will get the help of the creeps. He will certainly die. I mean, Blaze is doing so much damage. Okay, Malfurion is coming to help him. And now the DoYouEvenScope have to run, as the speedrunners will take that siege comp. And now they have decided to stick that into that bot lane to secure the next altar, which is popping in now. Nice route by Malfurion. Keep them away from the altar. Odin's been popped by Ticus, so now the DoYouEvenScope have to be careful. The Haka is just going on the side, oh, but barely misses his drag onto Liming, but now ETC is alone, really extended from his teammates. They have to be careful. Scope is going to die. Oh, nice sound barrier, nice bunker by Blaze, but the sanctification as well provides so much health to them. Now Liming is being dragged by the Haka, but that's ETC who's falling first, and now Lucio is dragged also by the Haka. Tracer is on the run, and she will survive barely, but she does. Zemix does not fall, barely dodges Liming's combo, and now the siege comp will be taken by the speedrunners, as they have the momentum on their side. They have to be careful though. Caps is taking so much damage from Gul'dan. The corruption is doing so much damage. Zubazi. Oh, nice route from Malfurion, but does not land. That was really close. Morpheus has to be careful. Oh, nice dodges. And on the bot lane, the speedrunners does not move yet. They have to be... Oh, nice turn onto Atticus, but nice cleanse from Malfurion. The holy ground. Oh, they have to be careful though, because they could be in so much trouble if the Haka choose to come behind them. But he does not. The Haka rather push the top lane than pick a fight, and he has... I mean, that's a good call, because they need the Haka on the top lane for the moment, for the next Arta, who is popping in a few seconds. But Hawk is already taken, has already taken theirs, so the speedrunners have to move really fast now. Oh, nice ultimate on the side of Rosemix, but Scope is getting destroyed. Nice route from Malfurion and nice sanctification. Now it's Tracer's turn to fall. Hawk will too. Nice stun barrier from Lucio, but will that be able to save Hawk's life? Disintegrate from Liming, does not get any resets for the moment. Really nice play by the speedrunners, who has taken a lead in that game. That's clear now. The DoYouEvenScope are in trouble. They are almost a level behind in experience, and the speedrunners decide to once again take that siege camp of the DoYouEvenScope spot lane. They will try and get that fort once again, which would provide them so much bullet for the next altar. Wook has to be careful. He's taking too much damage from the fort. They will try and get that fort, but Morpheus is in trouble now. Scope, nice zoning onto Morpheus, but he escapes with his Q. Erwin has to be careful. Power slide from ETC should go up in a few seconds. There it is. Nice route onto Malfurion. Barely saves Gul'dan's life, because the Pogo, the mosh pit, was going to hit just before. Nicely done by them. Oh, Xemix might try and drag ETC in, but he power slides out. Hook has to be careful. Will he try and drags? Oh, but nice stun onto Ticus. The sanctification has been popped, as well as the sun barrier. This fight is going to be so important for the speedrunners. Will they try and get the kill onto Hawk? No, for the moment, Zemix has to back off. The mosh pit! The 5-fan mosh pit lands for the DoYouEvenScope, and that's a full clean for the DoYouEvenScope. What a wonderful fight. What a wonderful fight for the DoYouEvenScope. The beautiful mosh pit from Scope. Nicely done. Even if Hawk falls during that fight, that was just marvelous, wonderfully done by the DoYouEvenScope. And now they are taking the lead back in experience. They have the possibility to take both altars with that fort. This is going to be so important for them. Wonderful mosh pit. I mean, you guys should clip that. I was just perfect. A perfect mosh pit. That's how you play ETC. You wait for the good angle. You wait for the good power slide. And then when you have that, you take the beautiful mosh pit that just Scope did. Now they have the possibility to take the both siege camp onto the bot lane. The speedrunners are now in trouble as they are trying to defend the bot lane, but the DoYouEvenScope will get the Brutal camp as far as they can, even try and get the 6 shot out of it. This is going to be so important for the speedrunners. Nice route onto Blaze, but he popped his bunker. Disintegrate, try and kill Ticus, but does not land on him. The speedrunners have defended against that bruiser camps, but now they have the possibility to rotate onto the mid lane. Really well played by the DoYouEvenScope. Really nice rotation, and now the speedrunners have are a bit behind in experience. And now the speedrunners have decided they will take that fort. And they did. Now Hawk is really extended from his teammate, trying to get an angle of the speedrunners. They have decided to take back. Oh, but now the Haka is in trouble. He will fall. Yes, he does. The sanctification's a bit late on Tyrell's side, and now the speedrunners are on the run. Nice turn onto Gul'dan, disintegrate, and he gets obliterated by Lemmings. Disintegrate, really well played. Gul'dan's being main focus on team fight, and the speedrunners have not the possibility. When the sanctification is down, they don't have anything to peel Gul'dan. So really nice play by the DoYouEvenScope, who knew the sanctification was out, because Tyrell tried to save the Haka's life. Nicely done by Tracer and Lemming, who just destroyed Gul'dan. And now it's again pretty even in experience. Slight advantage of the DoYouEvenScopeBro in terms of experience, but they now have the possibility to take that boss, and they will shot 1, 2, 3, 4 onto that, and the speedrunners are still ahead in terms of global objectives, but the DoYouEvenScopeBro have the momentum on their side. Both 20. What did ETC pick? Okay, he chose Death Metal, so it means that he will try and get killed in the middle of the melee and the enemy melee, but they have to be careful. Okay, Tyrell might try and get an angle for the holy ground. They have to be careful though. Blaze popping his bunker. Nice route from Malfurion, but the 3-man mosh pit, the sanctification's a bit late, but nice silence from Malfurion, and Odin is doing so much damage, but Lemming gets resets after resets after reset, and the death metal of ETC is doing so much damage, and now Erzemix is the only one that stands. Tracer gets killed, and this is going to be not an end, because the DoYouEvenScopeBro will shot 2 times 4 shots, but this is going to be really tough for the speedrunners to come back from this. Malfurion did a pretty good job with his Twilight Dream, but that wasn't enough. The sanctification was not perfect. Did not save Ticus, because he was stunned by the Otis's mosh pit, and then when he gets killed, has the death metal. So nicely done by the DoYouEvenScope, and was really well played by ETC. Once again, nice mosh pit. Game Breaker ultimate, as you can see, it's last fight he took 5 man onto his mosh pit. Now he got 3, but the 2 damage dealer and 1 tank, so it was enough. It was clearly enough for the Do You Even Scope for the final fight. And now the Do You Even Scope have the possibility to take that bot lane with their camp. And Blaze is pushing so hard with okay, they could not be able to kill at least one of them. The rotations of the Haka will be very, very important. He has to TP really careful. Okay, he's there on the bottom side. The DoYouEvenScopeBro don't know that yet, but now they do. They have spotted him. Zemix is trying to get that, but the mosh pit of ETC, but he will surely fall. And now that Blaze has taken that altar, the speedrunners lose, and the Do You Even Scope won that game. Really well played.